Hi everyone. So today I just wanted to do a quick recap of where we are because we've got a lot of videos gone on, and just want to make sure maybe people who joined late know what we're doing and that kind of thing, and just make sure that if you've missed anything or misunderstood anything, that are just kind of covered off now. So a few steps that we've gone through. First of all, and I'm going to go through this really quickly, but I've managed to do some pretty impossible stuff over the course of my life, well, more over the course of the last 10 to 15 years. And I thought that some of that, or some of how I do that, might help you guys achieve the goals that you need to achieve in your business. So I decided I would share some of that stuff. And as you know, it's not really what I wanted. There's a lot of personal stuff in this. It wasn't kind of really something I really love to do, but I felt that people needed it, and I'm happy to do it. So the second thing is then I have a coach. And really, like, what do I know about this? I mean, I can only share my own experiences. So I asked my coach if he would help me to help you, which he's doing. So my coach, Jim, is kind of the backroom team that's helping me to do this. Next then, okay, so we talked about how I do this and how I use my manual every day. So we talked about getting a manual and working out, what we want to achieve over the next period of time. We then looked at what you need to do with that manual and what you need to do with those 5 to 10 things that you want to achieve, and how the manual and those go together. So we covered getting the manual in video 5. We covered what to do with the manual and those goals in videos 6, 8 and 9. So if you're stuck anywhere, I would suggest maybe going back to those ones. From then we started to look at just a couple of the elements in the 10 steps in that manual. We've started to look at a couple of those steps, and we're going to continue looking at them. But we kind of got maybe not distracted, but I wanted to share with you things that went wrong for me, things that went right for me, because I thought that might make it just a little bit more real for you, and to show as well that this doesn't happen all of a sudden. I'm still learning all the time. Okay, so now we're going to keep going through these 10 steps, and I'm going to cover every day we're going to cover an element of the 10 steps, or something else that happens to me that I think I should share with you. But we're going to get through all those 10 steps. So I have a couple of questions for you now. First, do you want accountability on this? So I have accountability with Jim, and that does help me because on the days, today was a stormy day. I didn't really want to jump into the sea, but I did it because of Jim, and I was going to have to text Jim later in the day to tell him I did this or I didn't. And so do you want that accountability? If you do, I want to figure out what's the best way to do it. So I'm going to put a survey just down at the bottom of the video here. And if you click on that, if you do the survey, let me know if you want accountability or if you do not. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. And then if you do want accountability, I'm going to outline a couple of ways that we could do it. I'm only going to do one way, but for example, things like a Facebook group, right, where we could do it and we could all help each other out. Or it could be a spreadsheet, but I'm not so sure that that's going to be great because people accidentally delete other people's things and all that kind of stuff. We could do it on the YouTube channel, but I find that really awkward, and then people don't read each other's comments and all that kind of things. I'm not sure that's great. And there's a few other ones in there as well. So I just want to figure out what works best for you guys. If you're all on Facebook, maybe that's the best place to do it. So if you wouldn't mind just filling out that survey, that would be great. And just to recap again, step 1, I just wanted to share how I've created some success in my life with you guys. Step 2, we've got a coach on board to help support me to do that, because that's not what I do. Number 3, it involves having a manual and some things that you want to achieve. So we've looked at that in video 5. Then we've looked at how to use that manual in video 6, 8 and 9. We're also sharing then 2 other things: how to go through those 10 steps in detail, and stuff that happens to me that goes right and goes wrong for me on a regular basis. Okay, that bottom line, if you go down here, go to that survey, please let me know if you want accountability. Please let me know if you do want accountability, where do you want that accountability, and let's see if we can set something up there. Guys, thanks very much. Talk to you soon.